What's up, guys? Y'all ready for some good old-fashioned conspiracy theory? So, it is 4:25 on the day that SGC has risen their prices. It is the day after PSA has announced that they are closing submissions on bulk submissions. And that the only submission they have available, or submission level they have available, is the walkthrough and the $300 express. Now, we're talking about, we are now in the aftermath of that decision that PSA has taken to shut down and to stop accepting submissions. Okay. And SGC the very next day, or almost immediately, sends out a press release. I'll link it in the description. I did a video on that already. I'll link it in the description. Send out a press release so that they are jacking up the prices from $25 to $75. If you haven't watched that video, I did a video on it. It's right there. I also did a video on PSA raising their prices. I'll link that video there as well. Now, here's the kicker. Okay, it is Thursday, which y'all know what Thursday is. It's HGA submission day. If you're lucky enough, you can get in and you can submit with HGA for $20 a car, $25 a car, something like that. Can't remember. And that's what I intended on doing. I got in line at the time, and there was I think my number in the queue was like 29,000 and some change. Shortly thereafter, the system crashed, and very shortly thereafter, we got a message from Tyler Hitt, who is the owner of HGA, saying that our queue system has become overwhelmed and is currently down. We are going to push back the submission tonight 1 hour, which kind of bums me out because I got my kids' baseball practice. Last count was that over 30,000 people in queue to submit with HGA. So, the two biggest competitors against PSA right now is SGC and HGA. Some of you may say BGS. I'm not even going to throw BGS in the mix. I don't even know what the hell's going on with BGS. BGS hasn't done any press releases that I know of. I'm still doing some research on that. I'm not even going to get into that. But active in the market right now, the two biggest competitors are SGC and HGA. Now, the kicker on this is that PSA just submitted that that they're closing down. What that does is that creates a massive amount of demand that's in the market that is not being satisfied by anybody. So there's all these collectors out here, mostly flippers, but collectors, myself included, that want to submit our cards. Now, we're not going to submit our cards to SGC anymore because they're $75 a card. SGC did that in an effort to not take on the tidal wave that was left behind by PSA closing the doors, essentially. And so SGC says, hey, listen, man, sorry, you guys, but we can't do this. We're not going to do this. We are going to jack up the price to the point to where you guys are not even thinking about submitting to us, essentially closing the doors. So that's company number 2 that has closed their doors on us. Now, HGA is not closing their doors, but they are a startup company. Their resources are not as large and as grand as a SGC, definitely not as large, and as they don't have as many resources as PSA does. But they do have a system in place. They are not shutting the doors. Tyler Hitt immediately responded and said, we are not going to stop accepting submissions in the fashion that we've been accepting them. We're going to continue with our lottery system. We're not going to raise prices. And this changes nothing for us at HGA. So that's Tyler saying this changes nothing for us at HGA. It's business as usual. We got release day today, or submission day today and tomorrow. Get in line. The queue system is going to assign you a random number in line. And everybody's capped off at $5, at 5 cards per order. I believe it's 2 orders within calendar month that they're allowing. So, I mean, they're doing it right. You guys know I'm a big fan of HGA and what they're doing. They're doing it right. But this overwhelming surge of demand that has come in has crippled their websites, and they had to shut down. It shut down their website. It shut everything down. Okay, so that's a second. The other larger competitor that is looking to make waves in the market, essentially shut down by a decision that PSA made. Rest assured, PSA has always been number one. SGC is number two. HGA is number three. And I don't even know where Beckett lands within this landscape. I haven't done the research yet. So as far as I'm concerned right now, that's my rankings. But here's the theory. Okay. My theory is that HGA or PSA has shut down, essentially shut the doors, right? They're saying, hey, if you're not going to pay us $300 for Super Express, or you're not going to pay us $10,000 for, I don't know, whatever the walkthrough price is. I don't remember what it is. It's like $1,000 or something. Then we don't want your business right now because we got to catch up. But in the wake of all of that, they knew what they were doing. They knew that they were leaving behind a mass amount of demand. And I think in the grand scheme of things, they knew that that demand was going to move somewhere because the card market is just too hot. There's no way that it was just going to subside. That has to go somewhere. And I think that they were hoping that it was going to go to SGC and completely blow them up in terms of demand, crippling them from a turnaround standpoint, from a resource standpoint, and effectively take them out of the running. This is some like serious, like conspiracy shit that I'm throwing at you guys right now. I have no way of substantiating any of this. This is all my own sick mind conjuring this kind of stuff up. But I can definitely see this on some like, evil genius type stuff. Somebody at PSA going, this would be interesting. It's a twofold approach. We can seem like we are trying to get back in the good graces of our customers while eliminating these much smaller players, albeit very aggressively inching towards our market share, and flood them, kill them with demand. It makes perfect sense, especially what's going on with HGA right now. Like I said, it's 430, 445 right now. We should be in the queue, but we all got kicked out. So this is intense, man. This is like I said, guys, this is war. We are watching war play out, and the ammunition is us. We are the ammunition. The bullets being hurled back and forth between these three grading companies. I think it's interesting, man. One of the reasons why I enjoy my day job so much is because of capacity management and being able to, manage incoming orders and influxes and being able to deal with variations in demand in the markets and things like that. I get a kick out of that stuff. I'm a very analytical type person. So when I see something like this happening, it's very, very interesting because when you're dealing with demand and capacity and market demand at that level, if you are not positioned correctly, it can cripple you as a company. It can take you out, and it can and if you decide not to, because it's really easy to go, oh my God, look at all that demand, let's go after it, and then you go after it, and now you've essentially you've crippled yourself. Because you're going to be working around the clock. You're going to start pissing customers off. You're going to lose credibility in the market. And SGC has already gone through that a little bit. And they're kind of getting to the point where they're trying to build everything back, which is why I think that they were so quick to jack up their price. They understood this wave of demand that was out there that PSA has essentially thrown out into the ocean. Right? They see the wave. PSA created a massive wave by doing that. And SGC, instead of getting hit by the wave, they essentially, brushed it off. And now and that entire wave of demand is now headed in HGA's direction, and essentially crippled their website, which is nuts. It is so nuts. But very interesting to me. It's a very interesting concept and a very interesting time for me, because I'm a collector, I'm part of the hobby, as well as I have this this knowledge and this expertise in supply chain and capacity and demand management. This is all like a very big game of hot potato that's happening among these three companies. And it's been insane to watch. Now, obviously, it's a little bit tongue in cheek, right? My concept of what's going on. I don't really think that there is a think tank of evil geniuses sitting over at PSA. Just very Mr. Burns, style, kind of like sitting there trying to conjure this up. But whether they knew it or whether they didn't know it, whether they advertently or inadvertently did it, PSA's shutdown has created a massive wave of demand in the market, and where it's going to land or where it's ultimately going to crash, we don't know. But HGA is doing the right thing by saying, hey guys, sorry, we're going to shut down the website right now. We need to fix this. I believe in the last communication that they put out, they said that they were reaching out to the company that handles their queue system to figure out what upgrades they need to make to their account in order to be able to satisfy a 30,000 plus influx of people in the queue. But rest assured, HGA is still using a queue system, which is I mean, genius, right? That's how you want to do it. You want the demand at your door, but you want to be able to manage who you let in, and you want to be able to manage who you can allow past, and so that you can manage your demand. So it was just, I've seen it pop up a couple of times. There are people saying, PSA shut down to sabotage SGC and HGA. Well, SGC and HGA are making the moves from a supply chain standpoint, from a supply and demand management standpoint, to not fall victim to the wave of demand that has been created by PSA shutdown. I applaud them both. And I'm going to continue watching this thing play out. I'm going to continue to give you guys my thoughts on it, and we'll go from there. But if you like this kind of stuff, I'm going to keep doing it. As I'm watching this play out, I'll do some commentary videos, and I'll post them as I make them. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like this kind of stuff. Hit the like button if you like this video. Share it with your groups so you can get some conversation going about my thought on the theory that PSA knew what they were doing when they were shutting the doors, and they knew they were going to create this massive wave of demand, and hopefully trying to cripple their competition. What are you guys' thoughts on that? What do you think? I'll keep making these videos. You guys keep watching them. And I really do appreciate it. We're, well past, anything that I would have ever thought this channel was going to do. And we're only at 1,000 subscribers. So, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I got a bunch of stuff coming. I got maybe about a dozen videos that are already loaded in the queue with scheduled release dates. So, I got more cards coming. I got some retro cards coming. I got HGA submissions coming back. I also got an update on my PSA Hakeem Olajuwon 86 Fleers coming out. So a lot of stuff coming, guys. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for commenting. I love interacting with y'all in the comments. Y'all know that. But we'll keep this thing going. We'll see where this ends up. But we'll catch you guys on the next video. Love y'all. Peace.